Hello, all. Welcome back from break, and it's so good to get to talk to you again. Hopefully, the review on Monday went well, and you're ready to start looking at some new ideas. So, we're starting chapter 7. This is a new set of notes. It's not in your packet, so if you want to print it out, or you can just take notes in your homework notebook. The reason there isn't notes is that generally this isn't a lesson that I teach directly during the school year, but we do a little bit of review and then just some free time during class. So if you feel that you don't need a full-length video, feel free to skip around, look over the PDF, and get started on the homework right away. If you do want notes, keep watching, and we're going to talk about unit rate and comparing value. So the first thing we're going to talk about is unit rate. So when you're asked for a rate, that's always going to be something, so whenever we see this word, that's just going to be something per blank. That's one way to write a rate. Whoops, sorry about that. You might also see with a division sign because unit rates like this are always expressed as fractions. And a unit rate is a simplified proportion, so miles per hour, simplified proportion. Proportion is the same as a fraction, so as I said, rate is also a fraction, and it's got to be simplified where the denominator is equal to 1. So that's where the word idea with unit comes from. If you ever see something unus, that's coming from the word 1. So here, it says find the unit rate for 1, A and B. So it says A, find the unit rate if there are 336 words typed in 12 minutes. So here we have our words per minute. So I'm going to set it up as the unsimplified proportion to start out with. So 336 words per 12 minutes. And as I said, you want the denominator to equal 1. Right now the denominator is 12. So I'm just going to divide both by 12. And that's going to give me a unit rate since I now have 1 minute in the denominator. And 336 divided by 12 thankfully simplifies very nicely, but it's just fine if this is also a fraction or a decimal. But in this case, 336 divided by 12 is 28. Feel free to use your calculator. And so we'd simplify our answer to 28 words per minute. Now for part B, we have 96 chairs in 8 rows. Again, we have chairs per row will be our fraction. So 96 chairs over 8 rows. Again, we want that denominator to equal 1, so divide both by 8. And once again, it divides nicely and divides evenly. That won't necessarily always be the case, but here we have 12 chairs per 1 row, so chairs per row. There. Now, one thing that's really helpful in unit rate is this idea with what is a better buy or a better value. So a better buy, the idea here is that something is a better buy when the amount of money you spend is less for what you get. So the idea is that it's either less money per object or you have a more objects per dollar. Now you can set it up either way, whether it's dollars in the numerator or dollars in the denominator. Just remember that you're paying attention to which one you want for the better buy, depending on which one's which. So pens can be bought in a pack of 5 for $1.95 or in a pack of 15 for $6.20. Which is the better buy? So one way to do this problem, there are several, is just to compare the unit rates. So I'm going to find the unit rates here for pack A, which would be $1.95 per 5. And then we can do that division. Divide both of these by 5. And we end up with the unit rate of 39 cents per pen. So that would be the unit rate of the first pack. For pack B, we have $6.20 divided by the 15 pens. Want to find the unit rate, so divide both by 15. And for pack B, the unit rate is 41 cents per pen. Therefore, this is the lower amount of money per pen, and so therefore pack A is the better value. So that would be $1.9545. Let me know if you have any questions about anything that we see here or anything that we reviewed over the break, and I'll talk to you later.